All right, we are live with another Quick Tip Tuesday, each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And this topic I've been asked to cover multiple times in the past couple weeks. So here it is. Here's the time. This is if you own investment property or looking to own an investment property and want to be a landlord. This is selecting a tenant. Select a tenant. So a tenant can make or break your real estate career. So please keep that in mind. If you inherit a bad tenant, it could be a nightmare and maybe discourage you from buying more properties. If you select a bad tenant yourself, it can definitely discourage you from buying more properties as well. So this is a very, very important item within investing. So number one, marketing. So you need to know how to market your rentals. Personally, I don't like no bandit size in front of the property, just depending on the area, depending on the neighborhood, the classes, because there's different classes in rental properties, A, B, C, D. Of course, the more you go in the alphabet, the more dangerous it can be, or more low income housing. So just be careful with bandit size. It can be an eye-opener maybe for a burglar or something, like, hey, that property is vacant, so they can go in there. That's just my personal thing. It can vary in the market, so just know your market. That's number one, know your market. Know how other landlords are getting good qualified tenants. I personally love Facebook Marketplace, which is basically like Craigslist. It's basically like Craigslist. So basically, you can market your rentals on Facebook Marketplace, and you can get a lot of traction. So just keep in mind, you have to push away the naysayers, the people that are just BSing. Just number one is marketing. Another one is your network. So just go around, build your network over time. In real estate, you need to build your network. So you can definitely, I sometimes get my tenants from my exterminator. He gives me referrals. My plumber gives me referrals. So it's always good to have that network because you never know. They may know someone and that could be a potential good tenant. Always screen them though. Just don't add them because it's a referral. Where's a good place to market my place? So Facebook Marketplace number one. That's the top ones I use. Facebook Marketplace as well as networking, my sphere of influence. There's also websites such as Zillow, apartments.com, Craigslist. There's a lot of different websites, Cozy, realtor.com. So just pick what's best in your market. Definitely do your research. And just keep in mind, some of those websites, you may pay a fee. Some of those websites are free at the beginning, and then after some time, you would pay a service. For Facebook Marketplace, it's free, so use it. And remember, you have a review rating, and the better you do, the higher reviews people can give you, and possibly the higher you can rank on when you list your properties. Should I use a real estate agent? Real estate agent is also an area you can use if you don't want to deal with the showings, if you don't want to deal with any of the day-to-day things, because it can be time consuming. If you're a new landlord, I would probably recommend to try to do it yourself, where you can learn the ropes, and then once you get more and more properties, you would know how to best market it, and then you can ask the proper questions to push that work to someone else. Of course, you would have to pay a fee associated with that. You can push that fee to the renter, but at the end of the day, the cost of the apartment may go higher. So just keep that in mind because you still need a security deposit, first month's rent, and then if they're paying a broker fee and things like that. So depending on your market, maybe some people may not have all those funds. So definitely keep that in mind. So that's why it's good to know your market. The next part, can I deny Section 8? So that's actually one of the topics on the progress, but Basically, denying Section 8, legally, there's laws associated with it. So just be careful. Know your national and local laws. You can't really deny someone if they're in a protected class. And Section 8, public assistance is one of them. But within Section 8 and some of those public assistance, typically, you would need to go through an inspection. And it's possible that you can fail that inspection, and that could be a reason possibly that you aren't able to rent to that person if you don't fix the property to the standards of that public housing. But you cannot deny Section 8 just because they have Section 8. So keep in mind, know your local laws. They can change over time. We don't know. So always be on top of those local laws. The next step is, once you have the marketing, once you have the flux of individuals coming in and interested, try to schedule your appointments together. Do an open house whenever it's convenient for you and everyone that's asking. Weekends, mornings, probably best, maybe sometimes after work. The reason behind that is you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to keep showing Monday morning, Monday afternoon, then Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. That takes a lot of your time. And another reason is you want your renters to know competition. So basically, when they see that competition, sometimes they would like to apply faster. Maybe they want to jump the gun and try to get the property before someone else does. So competition is good. The more people you have at the open house, the better. Do rules change if I live on the property? I believe there's certain reasons you can deny. If you do live on the property, I'm not too familiar. I know I don't think that the classifications may go if you live on the property. It may be a little different, but I would definitely check with a local attorney. Maybe check your local laws. It's possible that they do change because you're going to live on the property and you want to be maybe your safety, or I'm not sure there's rules behind that, but it's possible that for owner occupied, the rules may change a little. So I would definitely check with your local laws. Yeah, so back to showings. Yeah, it's good to show the property in bulk for people who can know competition. Other people are interested in the property. You don't waste your time because time is very valuable. You can use that time for other items, maybe look for more properties, maybe show other apartments you have, other projects you have going on. So try to put them all together. And take a look at the price. Make sure the price you have is compared to others in the market, because you don't want to have a 1-bedroom that's going for $2,500 and your market is saying that it's $1,800 max. So if you're not getting hits, look at your price, because in this market right now, a lot of renters are looking, especially people that aren't able to buy houses. They're going back to being renters and definitely want to move from the area. So just make sure you price the home right. And make sure you have the amenities. If your areas are mainly looking for laundromat, maybe parking. If you have parking, you can charge extra for parking. If your local laws are charging, your local laws state you can't go over a month and a half in security deposit, don't go over that month and a half security deposit. So make sure you know your local laws, because it can bite you in the ass. So once you show the actual showings, you have everyone whoever's interested, the next step will be an application. So there's different websites that can do the application. I personally use Cozy. I've been using it for many years now. I've received some of my rents from Cozy as well. It's basically a platform where you create the listing and send the link over to the potential tenant, and they can apply online, and they will pay out of their pocket $40 for a background check and a eviction history. So definitely you have your own rules. I personally don't go with anyone that has an eviction history or some type of criminal history. That's personally, because that's not a protected class. You can deny someone that has an eviction history or doesn't have the proper income, doesn't make enough to pay for the property. There's a lot of protected classes, so just make sure you know your rules in your area. There's a lot of reasons you can deny, and if you do have a few tenants within that all qualify, you can select the best one to your knowledge. And you can't select 3 people for the same apartment, so select the best one. Another topic I wanted to discuss, background history. There's other websites that do background history. You can just do a search. If you're using a realtor, the realtor can do it for you. So there's a lot of legwork the realtor can do themselves. So just keep in mind if you don't want to do all of that actual legwork. The next one, after you apply, make sure they can cover the rent on themselves. You verify the income. If they have past landlords, call them. Sometimes they may put their cousin or something of that sort, but some people are honest. They will put maybe the past landlords. What else? Especially now with COVID, it's getting tougher and tougher to possibly select a good tenant because a lot of people did take advantage and abuse the system and not paid rent. A lot of people will have a lot of evictions coming up. So just be careful, be strict, but follow the laws. Do not, I repeat, do not break any laws because it can bite you in the ass. You can get fined. It can go bad. So once you select your tenant, make sure you have a proper lease. If not, have an attorney that goes within the law. Attorney can help you. I'm in New Jersey. I have a lease. I can share with anyone that's interested. 2 years taxes, pay stub, credit report. Yes, you have to do a thorough check on the person. Where can I find a good lease? I can share a lease. I'm in Jersey, but each state can vary. So definitely keep that in mind. There's a lot of rules in Jersey that may not apply for other states, but if anyone's in Jersey, I'm more than happy to share my lease. I don't mind. An attorney created my lease. It's attorney backed. So if you're interested in my New Jersey lease, I'm more than happy. So once you selected a tenant, once you have that system, write the system down, because the more and more you do it, the jam-packed system you have, you can have someone else do it for you. You can hire someone else to take care of that for you. So it's all about growing, systemizing, and be able to scale. You can't scale without systems. So just make sure you have that in mind. Be sure that documents are legitimate. Yes. Make sure the income is accurate. I've seen a lot of falsified pay stubs. So be careful with that. Be very, very careful with that. What else do I have here? Build system and take it to the next tenant. And that's pretty much it. If anyone has any questions, just let me know. Tenant will make or break your career, so please choose wisely, especially during these times. It can get very, very difficult. Thank you everyone for all the questions. I hope you guys had took some great information. If you're interested in any topics for next week, Quick Tip Tuesday, please let me know. Each and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great night, everyone.